I almost died.
How's that for a hook, Mr. YouTube?
I want you to picture the following. It's a morning before school, so like 7:30-ish. This is a period in your life where you didn't really care about your physical health due to the mental state that you were in, so every single morning you would get something unhealthy. The sludge of the day was a dragon fruit refresher from Dunkin'. When you drink it, you start realizing that your energy goes up during the day. To rub more salt into the wound, you're anemic. So it's been a long time since you felt energetic or normal in your own body. Naturally, having this mini boost of energy that made you feel normal like you were kind of becomes addicting to the point where you keep going back to Dunkin' to get this drink. It's not the small version, it's the large version, just so you can feel it linger in your system for longer. One day you're sitting in the library of your school, sipping on the same drink that we mentioned before. While your friends are talking about whatever, you get this insane dizzy spell out of nowhere. The first thought that pops into your brain, it's just the anemia. Time to take your iron. So you do, and continue the conversation. Then it hits you. You're still feeling dizzy. You shrug it off. Must be the anemia. Everything is A-okay. You're then in the cafeteria. Your hands get sweaty. Your legs get shaky. Again, you shrug it off. Must be the anemia. You're in the staircase. Your friend looks at you.
Sona, are you okay? You look kind of pale.
Your heart starts racing. You can feel it in your neck and ears. The room starts spinning. I think I need to go to the nurse. You're in the waiting room of the nurse's office. You are sweating bullets. Circling back, remember how I said you had anemia? This isn't the first time you felt something like this. However, I wouldn't be making this video if it was like any other time.
Sona, was it? The nurse will see you now.
The nurse and her assistant hooks you up to the wires, just to see how you're doing.
Alright, kid. Sona's your name, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's got you feeling this way? You know I can't understand you when you mumble, right?
I don't know.
Ugh, okay, geez. Let's see how your heart's doing.
My heart rate was at 200 beats per minute. Bro, when I tell you I started seeing my life flash before my eyes, metaphorically that is, I didn't actually see that. You would think after seeing that the nurse would be a little bit nicer to me, right?
Alright. I'm gonna call 911 now.
Okay. I'm gonna be fine though, right?
I don't know, maybe.
Bro, looking back, what do you mean maybe? What the hell do you mean maybe? As the nurse is calling 911, I'm sitting there thinking, damn, is a drink from Dunkin' deadass about to rape my soul right now? Do I have an underlying heart disease? Do I really have anemia, or is this something else? My thoughts were running a mile a minute. The following events were a blur until I got inside the ambulance. I was laying down on a stretcher, hooked up to a heart monitor, trying to distract myself from the annoying beeping that came from the heart monitor, and as I looked at the ceiling of the ambulance, I felt like my chest was getting pressed on. I jolted in the stretcher. I looked over at the monitor. I flatlined. For a brief moment, I fucking flatlined. As if the nerves weren't kicking in before. I finally made it to the hospital. I was laying down on a bed, still shaken by my heart stopping. The official doctors came inside the room. They started doing tests on me, you know, just to see if I'm still alive, or going to be alive in the next hour or so. Shortly after all those tests, my mom comes in, bawling. A sudden wave of guilt started creeping on my back as she was crying if I was alright. I kinda lied through my teeth and said I was fine, even though I wasn't. I was still feeling the uncomfortable sensation in my chest from before. While we were waiting for the doctors, my heart started to settle, and for some reason I needed to pee a lot. I don't know if it's just the nerves or my body flushing something out. Was that TMI? The doctor enters the room again. Looking at both me and my mom, I'm anticipating what the diagnosis was.
Alright, Sona. It looks like you had tachycardia from a caffeine overdose. Thankfully, this didn't have a lasting effect on your heart. But next time, be a little careful of what you get outside.
I'm sitting there dumbfounded. I think my experience can be a lesson to a lot of people. For the rest of your life, you're going to live inside your own body. It's important to take care of said body. Not only mentally, but physically as well. There are so many cases where young people end up losing their lives over being reckless with their own health. And let's face it, these fast food companies aren't profiting thinking about the well-being of yourself. They're profiting off of how addicting their food is, so you keep going back to it. That's not to say that you can't enjoy fast food, but enjoy it in moderation. Don't make the same mistake I did, because that can literally end up costing your life or making you pay a hefty bill for just sitting in a room. Let me get some ice cream.